promise that you'll never be lonely.
Hey everyone, Backyard Buffalo here. You ready to rip this up? Alright, let's hop right into it. So, today, we're going to be going over my personal top 5 favorite damage dealers. We're just going to rip through this real quick here. We're going to try. Shocking's a little bit too hard. Tried it in the last episode. But insane seems to be pretty good. So we awesome. Alright. Now, into my top 5 favorite damage. So, before I do my top 5, since there are so many damage, I'm going to give you 3 other ones. So, it's going to be like a top 8. So, for my first recommendation, would have to be Jack Sparrow. He's not in my top 5, but he is not very far behind being in top 5. Because of the fact that he dodges, stabs really hard with his sword, and this Avast fires cannonballs from the Black Pearl, just mows down. He's what you want to call a mid-range damage dealer. He is really awesome. Probably one of my favorites. He is really busted. Gives everybody a boost in damage. Makes them do more damage. And then you pair that with his Avast and dodging. He's just a very well-rounded, even character. We also have Zerg. Zerg is just shy of making it into my top 5, but he is definitely a very busted character. If you have a proper tank and control system set in place for him, you can basically destroy everything. Because you get scares off on him. You can do a scare team around him where you can like put some tanks or melee in front of him. I suggest he has heavy coverage. And the reason why he didn't quite make it, because he's just a little bit on the squishy side. And my last recommendation would have to be Merida. Merida has insane burst. Just massively insane burst damage. Just bursts down people in literally a flash. Between her dealing massive damage with one arrow, if she falls below half HP, she gains 200% attack speed. So you get her down to half health and you might as well say goodbye. If she has her everything all loaded up, she just shreds armor, like destroys shields, just massive tons of damage. Alright, now on to the number 5. I'm gonna choose a number 5, and it's going to be Elsa. I have already chosen. Elsa has amazing freeze power. She does a whole ton of damage, 50% more damage than her already normal massive amounts of damage. She basically stands back, keeps enemies completely frozen all the time because 3 of her things are freezing, and 1 of them is freezing and slowing, which is her special. Now, so everything is frozen, and while everything is frozen, you do 50% more damage while continuously freezing. There's like nothing wrong with that. And she is like way far in the back line. She is a little on the squishy side, but usually she can just keep them in where they belong in the back. So, on to number 4. We're going to have to go with Ducky and Bunny. Ducky and Bunny just beat. I was really debating on making it number 3, but a number 3 character popped up that's a bit better, and I enjoy playing a lot more. So, this guy with his laser and his bouncy plush, he throws it like Jack does with his bowling ball, but it does a ton of damage, and then he blasts everyone with laser eyes, which basically melts faces. And don't forget Extra Fluffy. Ducky and Bunny heal for 4430 every time they deal damage to an enemy. So, you blast people, you do a ton of damage, and you keep yourself healed up. Nothing wrong with that. Now, number 3 is going to have to be Anger. This guy builds stacks of rage like a crazy person. He blows his top, dealing 10,000 damage instantly to everything. That's his special ability. He's also immune to disabilities for every stack of rage. So if he has a stack of rage, which it does stack up very quickly, when you have his stacks of rage, he basically completely is disabled. Like, if someone tries to stun you or something, he just keeps on making it so he doesn't get touched. But then, if you don't have someone who's snaring and stunning or slowing on the other team, then basically he's going to build up that anger like a lot and blow his top and just basically completely melt you. It gains extra for every stack of rage, so you can basically completely burst down a whole team within seconds. You've seen me do it before, and you know that it works. So, on to number 2. This was also a hard decision between 1 and 2. But number 2 is going to have to go to Stitch here. So, the reason why I chose Stitch is because he is really good at single targeting down enemies with those plasma blasts. He's got slows. He also, when he gets below 50% health, he dives on a person, basically half healthing them and taking half of the health back for himself. So you can only do that every 12 seconds, but usually 12 seconds is enough for you to keep on blasting and be able to take down at least 1 or 2 more targets before you go, if you are going to. Now, this guy is really, really strong. I know he's little, but he's got 4 arms and 4 blaster guns. He also reduces damage, and crits gain him 100 energy, which his plasma blasts, which go off all the time, and so does his slobber. They basically stack on top of each other, slowing movement speed and everything for 20% for 10 seconds. So basically he's got slows you down, so you'd be able to burst you down, and if you get close to taking him out, well, I guess you're out of luck. Alright. Now, for my number 1, it's a new character that just popped up, and I'm really enjoying him. We're gonna go with the Beast. Rage of the Beast. Enough said. The beast roars and enters a rage for 10 seconds. While this skill is active, his movement speed is increased by 200%. He heals himself for 3,200 each time he crits. So at a 200% attack speed, you're just slashing, and there's going to be lots of crits, lots. And he cannot fall below 1 HP. So basically, he is really angry, and he can just kill you and not die while killing you. This character is just busted beyond. Now, every 3 basic attacks he performs, he does a double strike. Hits twice, critting both times. So, now do you see about the crit? Double slap, 2 crits, every 3 basic attacks. Pair that with the 200% that he gets. He leaps and slashing people for 12,000 damage and knocking them back. So, he just hops into battle, slashes everybody back, while dealing a ton of damage, and then he goes into rage mode and he just slaps the snot out of everybody. Each point of crit damage above an enemy level increases the damage from crits done by 1%. The beast gains 142 crit damage. So that basically means he's a crit eating, crit slapping, double tapping monster. Need I say more? We're gonna build this item. And we're probably gonna try for that one. Alright. That should be more than enough. Alright. We need 50 of those. We didn't get 3 stars. Well. Aren't we going to be able to fix that? So, we're going to go in here, watch him slap these people around. Now, this guy would go really good on a scare team, I believe. He'd go tremendously well on a scare team with Sully and Boo, Mike, Zerg with his scares as well. Alright. That should definitely be enough. We're gonna get to level 76. And we just unlocked chapter 12. So we definitely have some missions to do. We're gonna hit this up here. Antivirus. There you go. We shouldn't need to worry about that for a very long time. And we don't have enough of you either. Alright. Or we're just gonna get to level 77. Okay, well that works. Alright. Now he's up there. And on that note, that's about all the time we have for today, folks. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so I can keep ripping this up Buffalo style. And don't forget that bell.